Well, the CBS Viacom story just keeps getting more and more interesting as
Ding, ding,
ding, ding, as Roadblock from G.I. Joe once said, it's got more twists and turns than a pretzel factory. So, yeah, and there's no end in sight. So
let's kind of bring everybody up to speed first, and then we'll get into this.
Okay. It's been reported that Viacom wants to merge with CBS. And this would unite Paramount and Viacom because they were one company, then they split in 2005 and 2006, and now they're two separate companies, which is why they have the Star Trek rights under two different houses. But now, Sherry Redstone, who is the CEO of Viacom, no, she's the owner. She's the owner, and she's the daughter of Sumner Redstone, who the old man who owns the whole thing. She wants to keep it in the Redstone family. She proposed merging with CBS in 2017. That got nixed, and now the talks are back on. But we've hit several speed bumps along the way.
Yeah, what sounded like a perfect marriage at first.
Yeah, now it's becoming more of a shotgun wedding. So what happened is that Sherry Redstone wants Bob Bakish to head the new company. And Les Moonves, obviously, who is the head of CBS, would get squeezed out. He doesn't want that to happen. So now what's happened is Sherry Redstone is being sued by CBS in an effort for National Amusements, that's the company that owns Viacom, in an effort to block the merger. Now, Variety is reporting this. CBS filed suit Monday in Delaware Court of Chancery seeking to have the preferred stock owned by Redstone International Amusements Holding Company diluted in order to keep her from replacing board members to complete the CBS Viacom deal. That's one of the sticking points, is that she wants to replace a lot of the CBS board members. CBS is seeking a temporary restraining order barring Redstone, who is president of National Amusements and vice chair of CBS and Viacom, and this is their quote, from abusing National Amusements voting control and further harming CBS and its public stockholders in breach of their fiduciary duties, according to the complaint. A hearing is set for Wednesday afternoon, the same time that CBS will be presenting its new fall schedule to advertisers at Carnegie Hall. So obviously both are going to affect the stock price. But what CBS is doing is they're trying to reduce the stock holdings of National Amusements, which owns stock in CBS, from 79% to 17%. And that would curb Sherry Redstone's power, because how it works is whoever has the most stock actually has the most leverage in these situations. And the whole sticking point really is Bob Bakish. It really does come down to Bob Bakish. But now there's actually been a couple other developments in this. Viacom is laying off 100 staffers in an effort to streamline their operations. Variety is also reporting this. Viacom has laid off 100 people as part of the company's ongoing efforts to streamline operations across various decisions. Viacom confirmed the layoffs Tuesday. As a part of our broader transformation efforts, we are continuously taking steps to strengthen and evolve Viacom for the future, including a focus on becoming a more agile and efficient organization. Viacom CEO Bob Bakish signaled that some cuts were coming in his remarks to the company's most recently quarterly earnings conference call on April 25th. So, and actually, there's been another development, hasn't there, Tom?
Yes, as usual in these events, it seems lately.
Yes. Verizon, the telephone company, the company you're probably overpaying for cell service, they want in on this deal. It's looking like Verizon wants to merge with CBS, and it looks like they're throwing a wrench into the works. This comes to us actually from Forbes. Will add Verizon to the many plot twists in the on-again, off-again merger drama involving CBS, Viacom, and the Redstone family, which controls both companies. According to Reuters and other news outlets, the largest U.S. wireless carrier has expressed an interest in buying CBS, though it isn't clear how far the buyout discussions progressed. Deadline says the high-level talks occurred about a year ago, adding that Sherry Redstone indicated that she could see greater value in a deal for both CBS and Viacom, which cooled Verizon's urge to merge. And Deadline says that the government lawsuit to block AT&T Time Warner's deal may have played a role in Verizon's decision to slow its roll. In all fairness, the talks to merge with Verizon actually happened over a year ago. We don't know if the talks are back on again, as they're both, CBS is declining comment actually in that. But this article goes on to say, for one thing, Verizon is under pressure from Wall Street to grow its Oath content business. Oath is formerly known as Yahoo, whose properties include the Huffington Post, AOL, and Yahoo Finance. Moreover, Rosenblatt Securities analyst Alan Gould argues Verizon is a better fit for CBS than Viacom, because CBS has a small footprint in the cable business with Showtime, CBS Sports Network, and Smithsonian, and feature film business compared with Viacom's Paramount Studios and MTV Network's cable division. And this article actually goes on to say that Sherry Redstone has tried to undermine CBS's highly lauded and successful management team. But you can't blame her. She wants her own people in there. But this is actually becoming a soap opera. This is going to drag on for quite a while. Yeah, there's no end in sight, and we have no idea how this is going to end. I'm hoping that, because Sherry Redstone, she's no dummy.
But I'm sure she's got a few skeletons in her closet. She's got a few,
yeah, and Les, I think, probably has a few of his own. Yeah. I mean, somebody knows where the bodies are buried, figuratively. But really, I have no idea how this is going to pan out.
Well, there's so many ways to look at this. You have the one side with Redstone. There's been issues in the family itself. Viacom itself is obviously having some financial issues because after their quarterly statement is when they decided to let go of 100 low-level employees, stating that their profits obviously are the reason for that or lack thereof. CBS, on the other hand, is a strong entity, but how close is Les Moonves really to retiring?
Well,
how much more does this guy have in him?
Les is 69.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the other side of it, too. And that was one of the things that we reported early on, was that Redstone wanted some fresh blood in there.
Yeah, and she wants her own people. Bob Backish, and she wants her own people. Who knows who else?
I'm sorry, but I think Survivor and Big Bang has run its course. It's time to get something else in there. We've had 20 CSI shows. I think it's time to change a little bit.
Yeah. Les Moonves knows his stuff. He knows reality television, but he as far as things like I said, Big Bang, really, I think that was going to be a hit no matter where it was going to be.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, though, I mean, it's run its course. It's time to move on a little bit. He's 69 years old, and we brought that up. And this also is another reason to bring Star Trek back into this. We've been hearing rumors that the reason we're getting all this stuff finally coming out and verifying a lot of the reports that Midnight's Edge has done, however, all over the last year or so about this, when it comes to designs, copyrights, and all that kind of stuff that's leaking out now, that I'm sure we're going to have a video on, so I'm not going to get too much into right now.
Yeah.
But basically, this is all a part of this. This is all connected according to some of our sources, and it's starting to look like it. Shit's getting dirty. Mud's gonna start getting flung.
Yeah.
We're just starting to hear a lot of this stuff leak out. We're probably gonna hear a lot more about Star Trek Discovery and some of these other things that we've been hearing about. This is just the beginning, I think. I think you're right. This is gonna get drug on a hell of a lot longer than anybody expected it to.
Yeah, like I said, we have no idea what the outcome is going to be either. So I mean, they could both walk away, they could merge. We don't know how this is going to play out. So just we'll keep you posted as right, they say.
Yeah, like you said before, that was a good analogy, is the shotgun wedding. Right now, Daddy's pointing a gun at CBS, saying, "Marry Viacom over here now."
Well, Daddy, I love me Verizon.
So yeah, what do you guys think of all this mess? I know we've reported on it here and there, and of course there's tons of videos over on the main channel if you really want to get into the stuff, if you're not up to speed on a lot of it. So go ahead and check those out too.
Yeah, and like as we said, we're going to have more on the Trek Log coming up very soon, so stay tuned for that. This is going to get interesting. With the recent changes to YouTube's monetization policy, we'd like to ask that you please consider supporting the channel through Patreon. As thanks, Patreon members will receive early notification of mini-documentaries, special behind-the-scenes Making of the Edge videos, outtakes, bloopers, lost episodes, and more. Support tiers start for as little as $1 a month. Check the link in the description. Thank you.